Good morning, I'm Duncan and you're watching Wake Up Well. It's Saturday the 11th of April, which means we're in chapter 11 in our current series in the book of Proverbs, and I'm just going to pick out one verse to focus on today. It's verse 25 of chapter 11, and it says this: "A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed." I don't know about you, but this has often been my own personal experience. The more generous I am, the more I found myself being on the receiving end of generosity. Now, we have to understand with proverbs like these, they're observations of prevailing truths. They're not mathematical equations. This isn't slot machine theology. We put in X and we get out Y. It's not prosperity preaching. If I give someone £10, then I can expect to receive £100 back, nor even the same £10 back necessarily. It doesn't always work like that, and nor should it. In fact, Jesus tells us quite the contrary. On one occasion, he tells a bunch of proud people that when they host a meal for people, they shouldn't just invite their rich and wealthy friends in the hope that they'll get paid back in kind sometime. Rather, they should invite the poor and the social outcasts, people who can never repay them. He's challenging our motives in why we give. But Jesus does tell us that when we give, we're to do it in secret, and when we do, then our Father who sees what's done in secret will reward us. Now, of course, it's up to him what that reward looks like, and ultimately we're rewarded with him. We're rewarded with an increased awareness of our union with him, the one who is the most generous one of all. But he does love to bless us in the here and the now, and sometimes that comes with material blessings as well. You know, there was an occasion when my wife first felt God call her to go to Mozambique. She needed thousands of pounds to get there. Now, just as she started to pull the money together, she only had a few weeks, she really felt God tell her to give £100 away to a friend, and she was like, but I need this money. But out of obedience, she gave the £100 away to the friend, trusting that God would still provide. Within less than a week, someone who Anna didn't really know that well came up to her, gave her a cheque for £1,000. It doesn't always work like that, but I can tell you generosity definitely invites generosity. And it's not just money either. This proverb says, whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. You know, the more you go out of your way to speak life and encouragement over people and bring them refreshment, the more you'll find yourself in an environment of encouragement and refreshment. When you receive encouragement, it sets you up to give it to others. So, don't wait for others to start. Freely you've received, so freely give. That's what Jesus tells us. So having received all that you need from God, today, why not think, how can I be generous with my time, my money, my energy, my encouragement, my words, my affection? And you might just be surprised by how refreshing you find it.